Hello and welcome to TTV News. Ladies and gentlemen, in the afternoon of September 15, the military command of Tây Ninh province have a convened to sign the program of coordination with the Evangelical Church of Vietnam South for the periods of 2023-2025.
According to the content of the agreement, annually and regularly, the Provincial Military Command and the Evangelical Church of Vietnam South will strengthen coordination in propaganda and dissemination of defense and security knowledge, information on the party's guidelines, the state's legal policies on defense and religious work, coordinate in the selection of citizens to enlist in the military and perform well the civil service, take care of social policies and charity activities, coordinate in carrying out cultural, artistic, physical training and sports exchange activities. Colonel Nguyễn Thanh Phong, Political Commissioner of the Provincial Military Command, said that the signing activities aim to strengthen the great national unity, build and strengthen the close and friendly relationship between cadres and soldiers of the provincial armed forces and dignitaries, followers of the Evangelical Church of Vietnam, promote the role of religion in the cause of national construction and defense, contribute to maintaining the political security situation, social order and safety, and create favorable conditions for the development of the province in all fields. In the afternoon of September 15, the Trade Union of Tây Ninh Economic Zone held a summary and prize rewarded collectors and individuals with excellent achievements in the program 1 million initiatives, efforts to overcome difficulties, creativity, determination to overcome the COVID-19 pandemic. From the beginning of 2022 up to now, through two launches, the Provincial Economic Zone Trade Union has mobilized union members and workers to participate in more than 11,000 initiatives on the Vietnam General Confederation of Labor online portal, meeting and exceeding assigned targets. These initiatives are considered diverse across many sectors. In particular, there are many initiatives with high beneficial value, timely meeting reduction in work requirements of units and enterprises, with a total benefit value of about 450 billion Vietnam dong. On this occasion, the Provincial Economic Zone Trade Union prized and commended 94 typical individuals from affiliated grassroots trade unions. Through the program, it has actively contributed to the mobilization of union members and workers to improve their professional qualifications, promote innovation, creativity, and technical improvement, creating a ripple effect in emulation movement at the grassroots. In the afternoon of September 15, the Provincial School of Politics held a graduation ceremony for the 7th Intermediate Political Theory class Non-Centralized System 2022-2023 school year. After more than 1 year of learning and training, up to now, the class has completed the entire content of the program, thereby helping students raise their awareness of the party's policy views, reformalize the state management role in the cause of building socialism, strengthen strong political and ideological stance. At the end of the course, 52 students were eligible for diplomas, in which 6 students with excellent academic achievements were rewarded by the school. The percentage of students rating satisfactory and good is over 98%. The Women's Union of the Traffic Police Department, TayNinhTV Police, has just cooperated with the Water Traffic Police team to organize propaganda of the law on road and waterway traffic for people in An Hoa World and Phước Trị commune, Trong Bang Tháo. At the propaganda session, officers of the Traffic Police Department, TayNinhTV Police, provided people with some information about the traffic accident situation occurring in the province. It emphasized that up to 90% of traffic accidents are related to the consciousness of traffic participants, mainly driving vehicles when using alcohol, traveling in the wrong lane, part of the road, not paying attention to observe, diverting without paying attention to observe, no guarantee of safety. In addition, people also heard about the implementation of a number of provisions of the law on inland waterway transport, regulations on participating in water traffic for riverside households and ferry passengers, mobilize and propagandize to people about methods and trace of criminal activities that may arise due to terrain features, guide people on a number of methods of detecting, fighting, and preventing violations of the law, actively participating in building the movement to protect national security. On this occasion, the units also presented 100 gifts to disadvantaged people living along Ram Cordon River, passing through An Thới Quarter, An Hoa Quế, and the hamlets of Phước Hội and Phước Giang in Phước Trị, Commune, Tràng Bàng Tháo. TayNin Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism has just held the opening ceremony of the 2023 TayNin Club Basketball Championship. This is one of the activities to improve the sports movement in the province, especially for basketball. This tournament attracted the participation of 10 teams from clubs in the province. Each club is allowed to register 8 athletes aged from 14 years on who are Vietnamese citizens and have permanent resident registration in TayNin. The teams will be divided into 2 groups. Teams will compete in a points format to select the semi-finalists and finalists. The tournament will be held until September 19 at the Basketball Academy, 61 Trương Tùng Quân Street, Quarter 5 Warren, TayNin City.
In the afternoon of September 16, the preliminary rounds of the 5th season of Junior MC Talent Seeking Program organized by TayNin High School in collaboration with TTV Training and Entertainment Company Limited, Whiskey brand, officially took place. The contestants brought to the program very exciting and emotional competition, showcasing their talents on stage.
In the preliminary round in TayNin, the program attracted the participation of more than 130 contestants from primaries and secondary schools in the province, including one ethnic Khmer contestant from TayNin Boarding High School. This contestant confidently took exam and was quite satisfied with her part with the introduction of the school. Coming to this contest, I want to improve my speaking skills and want to become a future MC to host game shows, famous big programs for more people to know me. In general, the contestants show confidence in presenting, criticizing and hosting skill with very innocent and witty expressions. The jury members appreciated the talent of young contestants and also pointed out and helped them correct the basic mistakes they encountered so that they could gain more confidence and perform better. They have never attended one MC class, but they can stand up the stage and show their presentations in the wonderful and very attractive way. I feel very surprised and very happy. After the preliminary round, the organizing committee will select the outstanding contestants to advance to the semi-finals, which is scheduled to be held next October. The final of the program is scheduled to be held in the evening of November 11 at TayNin Radio and Television Station and broadcasted live on its own platforms.
The audience currently, the number of BI cases in TayNin City increased by 100% over the same period. Therefore, TayNin City Medical Center strengthens propaganda and guides people to prevent the disease.
PI is spreading quite quickly. According to TayNin City Medical Center, in just 4 days from September 12 to September 14, 2023, TayNin City has 903 cases, up 100% compared to the same period in 2022. One of the basic measures to prevent PI is personal hygiene, isolation to limit contact. In the kindergarten, the teacher takes care of the sick child with their own towel, their own bottle of eye drops. Especially when parents send bottles of eye drops, they must register their names carefully to avoid taking bottles from one child to use for another. It will be spread. PI is now concentrated in schools. Areas with the highest number of cases include Warren, Ninh Thuận, and Ninh Xuân West. The world has organized propaganda measures in associations and mass organizations. Do not let the disease spread. With the current rapid spread of PI, TayNin City Medical Center has strengthened propaganda, recommending people and school units to pay attention to personal hygiene to prevent disease. In the current outbreak of PI, parents should not arbitrarily buy eye drops for children, but must take them to a medical facility for examination, prescription, or professional drops. Especially, do not arbitrarily buy medicine or take someone else's medicine drops for dispersion. When there are abnormal signs such as painful eyes, absolute vision loss must follow the doctor's treatment to avoid future complications for patients. Under pink eye is not dangerous, it should still be treated early to avoid causing many obstacles to the patient's living and working life.
Ladies and gentlemen, previously, TayNinhTV radio and television station reported the issue of many abandoned schools after being merged, relating the situation of individual schools in some districts in the province that were solidly built but then fell into abandonance and deteriorations, causing unhappiness.
With the information that Tân Primary School at Lotang Point, located in Tân Dong Wan Hamlet, Tân Lập Commune, Tân Uyên District, was built quite spaciously but is currently vacant. Looking at the desolate and negative scenery, the households next to the school site could not help but feel sorry for what was happening. The Department of Education and Training of Tân Uyên District also responded. Accordingly, this school is invested with a relatively large budget, with a total of 9 existing classrooms, in which the row of floors has 4 classrooms handed over to use in 2015. Level 4 classroom consists of 5 rooms handed over to the school in 2000. The classrooms are equipped with enough tables and chairs according to the student size of each class. While this school site invested spaciously, clean and beautiful, but is falling into unused, uncared for and unreserved. This is what many viewers of the station wonder. In the years before 2015, the needs of local children were quite large. Most of them were temporary residents. After the COVID-19 epidemic situation, most of them moved elsewhere, so the mobilization process for the 2021-2022 school year, the number of students at that time was not only 9 students, not enough size to continue to maintain that school. So the Education Department, in conjunction with the locality, mobilized these 9 students to make the main point to ensure conditions for learning, so the Education Department also asked for a stay at this point. Also, according to the Department of Education and Training of Tân Uyên District, currently in the district, all 4 school sites are in a state of abandonment due to redundancy, and the locality still has no plan to reuse. Abandoned for many years caused these structures to deteriorate badly. Currently, the facilities under the direction of the committee have transferred on facilities to the main school for management and use. The motto of the District Peace Committee is to stop to continue mobilizing children in the following years. If the number is enough, it will be used for them to attend school, and conversely, it must be transferred to other purpose. Not only the school in Tân Lập Commune, Tân Uyên District fell into abandonment, day by day deteriorated, but in Phước Trị Commune, Tràng Bàng Thảo also fell into the same situation. Specifically, Trung Lập Primary School is the school site of Phước Trị Primary School. For this content, Tràng Bàng Thảo Department of Education and Training also responded. Specifically for Hòa Bình Primary School, in 2021, Tràng Bàng Thảo Peace Committee implemented the project of merging from Phước Hội Primary School and Trung Lập Primary School into Hòa Bình Primary School. Currently, Hòa Bình Primary School has 4 school sites. In particular, there are points in Phước Trung Hamlet, Phước Trị, Commune. Accordingly, this school has a total number of rooms of 6, built in 2010, with a total cost of 3 billion Vietnam dong from the budget. In the 2019-2020 school year, due to the small number of students, there were 6 students, the first grade with 4 students, the second grade with 2 students. And due to the shortage of teachers, the Department of Education and Training of Tràng Bàng Thảo coordinated with local authorities to mobilize parents to bring these children to the main points to study. In the following years, there were still no students at these outpoints. So in April 2022, the school handed over the facilities to local management. By April 2023, the school has made an application for voluntarily return the land to the locality to adjust the zoning to supplement the public land fund to be put into use in the following years. These are just a few of schools we are talking about, because currently there are quite a few schools that are falling into a state of abandonment, scattered throughout the districts and towns in the province. It is difficult for these schools to resume operation, and it is even more difficult to hand them over to the localities to transfer their use. As localities struggle to dismantle, these schools gradually deteriorated.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.